Hello everyone, there will be scene scenario of what if Russia declared war on Belarus. So how this happened? We're saying a coup happened and Belarus became democratic. So, and Russia wants to keep them under their sphere of influence if this new leader is Western aligned. So let's see what happens. So first, Russia is going to bomb Belarus, and it's not going well for Belarus. Also, the Ukrainian one is telling me that doesn't exist. It never happened. So, with like 3 months of bombing, the Russians make a little offensive over here to take these 2 towns or cities. The yellow dots are towns or cities, and they also start to make a spearhead from these 2 points. And they also take this bit and they make a front line over here. Now, what is Belarus's response? Try and defend, since they know the Russians, they're stronger, so they're gonna have defensive lines on this river and this river. So basically anything that isn't on those rivers, yeah, sorry, you're gonna get invaded by the Russians. So the Belarusians start to do that, and the Russians they finish this encirclement. So yeah. And they start to take that, and they're starting to get closer to the defensive line. So, but basically all this land is basically being taken by the Russians. So, after like months of fighting, because the Belarusians are still fighting the Russians, but they're not winning any battles, and if they do, they're making small wins, which is small. I know, right? Crazy. So the Russians get stalemated on the front over here with a heavy Belarusian military presence. But over here, that doesn't happen. The Belarusians are still getting absolutely destroyed. As you can see over here, they have met the river, and they got the Belarusian defenses, which had like 5 weeks to prepare. So they're pretty prepared, and it's a pretty good defense. As this front, it gets closer to the river, and then they meet it over here. And the Russians start to come up with a plan of how to break their defense. on this river. And they do come up with a plan, which is to just bomb it. I know, great plan. So after they make it all the way down to this all around the river, they start a campaign, bombing campaigns around this river. Now over here, what's it like? The Russians take this and they make a big front line. As you can see here, on all fronts, the Belarusians are losing or have stalemated. Also, their economy is going down. It's absolutely terrible. Their morale, terrible. The whole entire economic system of Belarus and military system, horrible. Corruption, very high. Mutinies, very high. Yeah, you can see who's probably gonna win the war. So Belarus asks help from the West, which they do get, since we're placing this in 2017. Okay, 2017. Because I said so people think. Now, after a couple weeks of bombing, they break through, but they don't take that town because it's also heavily defended. But they do take this with a breakthrough, and this front collapses, which it causes little collapses around the defense. Some hold strong while others don't. So basically, now what does Belarus do? They start to tax the people, and people don't like that. So yeah, and they can't really get food either, so they're starving, which causes a mass famine in Belarus, like over here. So, this is going horrible for Belarus. While Russia, nothing has really changed. So as they're getting heavy amount of supply from the NATO or Westerners, Russia doesn't like that. So what do? They bomb all around here, which discourages support to go to Belarus and stop Russia. So support is slowed down and they don't get as much support as they were getting earlier, which causes morale to go down and they lose this front and the whole defense collapses. And something new is gonna happen after this. And they also take this town. You'll see what it is. A rebellion! Yeah. So, basically, this rebellion also says to Russia, let's be friends. And once we win the war, I get to take all the Belarusian lands and be your ally. And what does Russia say? I agree. So yeah, and now what does this rebel group do? Well, first of all, small pockets of it start to go everywhere, and a couple near the capital, and one very close to the capital. But also there's a big one over here, which is also close to the capital, and one over here, capturing these two places. Which the Belarusian troops and Belarus as a whole is pretty scared. As you see here, yeah, Belarus is also close to surrendering, but they do push back the rebels. So here's the land that they take. This, that, parts of this, a little bit of this, but the troops over there, the Russian troops, are kind of supporting this morality. So, and the Belarusian troops, they're kind of changing sides. And then a great mutiny happens in Belarus, which all fronts collapse. Yeah, you can see that. As you see here, the Russians start to push pretty far. Now into this little bottom area, as they encircle troops over here and take that town. And now they also start to paratroop. They paratroop here, here, here. Now how are they getting this far? Well, first of all, they have air supremacy, so I don't know what you're thinking. They also take this, 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 this. They just kind of encircle it and then take it. This, 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 and this. So, yeah, they just took all the towns. And then the Belarusian troops and generals, they switched sides. And then Belarusian rebels and Russian troops take the city and capital, and the government falls and Belarus surrenders. So now you're gonna see the peace treaty. As you see here, the rebel group is now in control of Belarus, as with the deal with Russia. So yeah, and also the rebels just kind of defended. I don't know what you guys think when they're just they're gonna advance? No, that's not gonna happen. They're probably just guys with pitchforks. You know, they're not gonna do anything, and yeah, and then the paratroopers, you know, that probably wouldn't happen, but I don't care. So yeah, there's the video. See you guys later.